that, there is a growing recognition that there will be no back to normal, right? Like whether it'll be a new normal or a normal post-COVID, whatever we choose to call it. And that will, that is really that defines the challenges that companies are going to face as, as everybody looks at product development, client focus, or really emerging stronger from here. I spent 15 years at Gartner, so it's only fair I quote Gartner. So I will say that, if you look through the Gartner research, they're talking about how organizations are going through redesign. And majority of the finance leaders are talking about being more resilient and agility to be, the focus in the long run. And many of them are saying that the focus is really on serving customers. It puts them better position down the line. In fact, I think over nearly 60% people are talking about massive redesign initiatives, and most of that is based on either reduction in cost, which is what we spoke about, or process efficiencies, which is also something you've spoken about, or really improving the product and service quality, which is going back to that customer point. And one of the priorities is really ensuring employee productivity is maximized during this current work from home restrictions. And everyone's looking through this work from anywhere policy coming in, but really how do we make sure that our people are able to do more with less? So if I look at that and break it into 3 areas of the intelligent organization, it's about providing agility and scale. And that is really bringing in automation and freeing up people to do more meaningful work so that they can do more with less and people feel more empowered, right? Or if I look at the second aspect of flexibility and the employee experience, it's about anticipating and proactively responding to the user need, right? And therefore be able to deliver the best-in-class experience for our employees, which is our consumers, internal consumers. And finally, I know a bunch of you have spoken about visibility, but that's really about how do we shift from just having the data to then provide the insight, so that our process, our compliance, our regulations, how do we reimagine the processes? So, if I look at an intelligent enterprise, I think that's really where, where the organization of the future needs to be. In most organizations, it's fragmented spending. And I think that's really the problem for managers, to have that consolidated view of actual spend against the budget. And the business is therefore challenged in how do we control where expenses are being spent, where corporate funds are going, so that departments, at a department level are within budget, and we're applying the corporate guidelines, and adjustments are being made on a more real-time basis. And if you look at scale, if you look at artificial intelligence, is, just the scale that technology can provide is going to be massive game changer as we look at scaling our business, as such. As an example, artificial intelligence will certainly have more capability of auditing every expense, and different languages, different currencies, different markets that you do business with, versus relying on, human intervention. So it's really about bringing the consistency, efficiency without adding overheads, without adding cost to our business. And I know the question is around ROI there. So one of the quotes I love talking about is, this quote saying, "In God we trust, for everything else we must bring data." So let me give you some examples of Concur customers that have used this visibility, agility, in applying the technology. So Coca-Cola is the Coca-Cola bottling company, there's millions of dollars saving through the mileage management that they did. With lots of thousands of employees that are driving personal company vehicles. That was a business problem that Coca-Cola had, about how they could really improve managing that significant capital that was tied in mileage expenses, right? So, and by leveraging that technology solutions, they were able to, get a holistic view of what the mileage is, and therefore improve the accuracy of reimbursements. Or let me give you an example of an Indian automotive customer that saved nearly $1 million of savings, which were driven through VAT reclaim and ground transportation in a 6 to 12 month period, because they had the ability and all the spend captured in one source. So those are sorts of the savings that we see when people are able to go from a fragmented spending to a siloed view of data, and therefore have the right information to make the right decision.